Randy Mulyanto in Jakarta. Randy Mulyanto.
Randy Mulyanto, they're reporting live.
I'm joined by Randy
Mulyanto. Randy Mulyanto filed this report. I'm here outside the chart building, which was occupied by PT Drone Indonesia, a subsidiary of a Japanese company that provides drone services for various industrial sectors. Investigations are ongoing into the cause of the fire and whether negligence played a role. Mothers and other residents from across the Jakarta metropolitan area gathered here to protest, calling for an end to the program as well as a full evaluation of its implementation.
This is a matter of repeated safety lapses, as this latest outbreak was not the first time it happened since the program began this year. One of the students, aged 15, said the chicken smelled like, quote, decaying flesh.
There will be stricter supervision with regards to the construction of the Islamic boarding schools nationwide. This counts as over 700 people have died, with around 500 still missing and around 1.1 million people being affected by the floods. Roads have been washed out and bridges have collapsed. Helicopters and boats have been deployed. Comparing it to the 2004 tsunami, the Aceh government says the aftermath this time is worse in terms of damage. The tsunami had taken more lives, but the recent floods had a wider scale of destruction.
I actually spoke with a few Prabowo supporters in weeks leading up to the election. One of the voters said he was the right candidate because he's firm, he's from the military, he's one of President Joko Widodo's ministers.
Indonesia has expressed its readiness to establish diplomatic ties with Israel once Palestinian independence is achieved. Yet this stance goes back to the 1960s, when Indonesia's founding father Sukarno called for the nation to oppose Israel's occupation.
It's not the first time that Indonesia has seen these kinds of incidents. Indonesia, under now former President Mr. Joko Widodo, also saw these kinds of instances, the Chinese Coast Guard ships within Indonesia's Natuna waters.
I don't think the new government, at least for now, under Mr. Prabowo, will explicitly side with any of the blocs. We have to remember that Indonesia has the free and active foreign policy. Indonesia wants to engage with as many countries as possible.
Trade talks between Washington and Jakarta are reportedly at the risk of collapsing, but Indonesia denies this, saying that the negotiations are still ongoing with, quote, no specific issues. When Mr. Airlangga was asked if Washington had pushed for a clause that would require Jakarta to notify the US about future trade agreements it signs with other countries, he said such provision was not part of Indonesia's deal. With sellers facing an uncertain future and buyers losing a source of affordable and unique fashion, the government's move to curb the industry is not sitting well with many Indonesians. How this popular market adapts and what lies ahead for the industry nationwide remains to be seen. For CNA, I'm Randy Mulyanto in Jakarta.